Hello, how to solve t to the power of 4 equals -4. Now, we are going to solve for all values of t that will satisfy this equation. Now, the first thing is we can decide to move this -4 down here and we equate everything to 0. So, we have t to the power of 4. This is negative. When it crosses this equality sign, it will change to positive. We have plus 4 and this equals 0. Now we have to factorize this, but there is no how we can factorize what we have right now. This is t power 4 plus 4 equals 0. Now this is the trick that we are going to use right here. I can decide to add 4t squared, then I subtract the same 4t squared from this particular equation. So look at it here. I can have t to the power of 4 plus 4. This is what we have right now. Then I can decide to add plus 4t squared. Then I subtract the same 4t squared and this equals 0. Now, let me explain what happened right here. 4t squared here is positive and this one is negative. So, if you subtract this 4t squared plus 40 from this 4t squared, you are going to have 0. Now, that means we haven't really changed anything right here, because if you subtract this 40 squared from this other 40 squared, it will give you the original equation. Now, but we have added this so that we can easily factorize. Now, from this point here to this point is factorizable. We can easily factorize this. We can easily factorize t power 4 plus 4 plus 40 squared. So we added this so that we can easily factorize this part of the expression. Now remember, as far as we still have minus 40 squared here, that means we haven't changed anything. We are just doing some manipulation so that we can easily factorize this particular problem. So from here, what I'm going to do is to rewrite this. So I can simply have t power 4. Then I can bring this 40 squared here before the 4. I can have plus 40 squared. Then I now have plus 4. Then I still maintain minus 40 squared. And this equals 0. Now, as far as there is this minus 40 squared here, and there is plus 40 squared here, everything still boils down to this particular equation. Because if you cancel these two out, you still get the original problem. So, what we are going to do again is to factorize this. This is t power 4 plus 40 squared plus 4. So, what this simply means is we can have it this way. We can factorize it this way. You can have t squared plus 2, and this is raised to the power of 2. This, if you expand this, you will get this back. What I mean by that is, if you simply have t squared plus 2, then you have t squared plus 2. If you multiply this, this will give you, this is t power 4 plus this is 2t squared plus 2t squared. This is 4t squared plus 4. So we are getting back this again. So that means we are going to replace this with this t squared plus 2 raised to the power of 2. That's what we are going to do right now. So we have t squared plus 2 raised to the power of 2. Then we have minus 4t squared, and this equals 0. So what we can do again is, this is 4 here, and it's a perfect square, and this is t squared, so we can easily have it this way. We can have t squared plus 2 raised to the power of 2 minus this is 4t squared, we can have 2t and raise it to the power of 2. Having it in mind that if you have 2 power 2, you are going to have 4, and you have t power 2, you are going to have t squared. So by writing this way, we haven't changed anything, and everything equals 0. So why did we actually write this in this form? Because we want a situation that we have 2 here, and we have 2 here. And since there is minus here, this makes our work even more easier. We can make use of difference of 2 squares. Now, if you have x squared minus y squared, this equals x plus y times x minus y. And in this case, our x equals t squared plus 2 and y equals 2 times t. Have you seen it? So what we are going to do is for x plus y, or for x, we are going to have this, and for y, we are going to have 2t. Then this is what we are going to use in order to factorize this. Then everything will be equated to 0. So let's head over that. Let's just do that right now. So we have x plus y. Remember our x is this, so we are going to have t squared plus 2. That is our x, plus this is our y, 2t. Then we have times x minus y. We have x again, t squared plus 2. Then minus y, which is 2t. And everything equals 0. So at this point, we have this, and everything is equated to 0. So we can easily equate each of these terms to 0. So we can equate each of this expression to 0. That means we can have t squared. We can just rearrange from here. Plus 2t. We are writing 2t before the 2. Plus 2. This equals 0. Or we can also do the same thing here. We have t squared. Let's rewrite this one here, minus 2t before the plus 2, and everything equals 0. So we have 2 quadratic equations that we are going to solve for the values of t. Let's do that immediately. So let's start with the first quadratic equation, this one here. So we are going to start solving with this one. So let's copy it down here. We have t squared plus 2t plus 2 equals 0. Now, this is not factorizable, so we are going to solve it either using the completing the squares or the formula method. But in this video, we are going to solve using the formula method. And we are writing the formula in respect to t. That means we have t equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times ac divided by 2a. And from here, we need to write out the values of a, b, and c. Here, the coefficient of t squared is 1, and that is our a. B is the coefficient of t, which is 2. So this is our b. C is the constant here. So we are going to insert those values for a, b, and c. So we have t equals negative b. Our b right here is 2. So we have negative 2 plus or minus square root of b squared, that is 2 to the power of 2 minus 4 times 1 times c. C is 2. And this is divided by 2 times 1. So from here, we are going to have t equals negative 2 plus or minus square root of 2 squared is 4 minus 4 times 1 times 2. That is 8 divided by 2. So from here, we are going to have t equals negative 2 plus or minus square root of 4 minus 8 is negative 4 divided by 2. So from here, we are going to have t equals negative 2 plus or minus, this is minus here. So we can have square root of negative 1 times square root of 4, and this is divided by 2. So from here we have t equals negative 2 plus or minus square root of negative 1 here is I. Have I times square root of 4, this is 2. So that means we are going to replace this with 2. So we have times 2 and this is divided by 2. So from here we are going to have t equals, you divide everything by this denominator, that is 2. So this will cancel this, we have negative 1 plus or minus I. That means we are having two values of t right now. So we are going to have t1 equals negative 1 plus I. Then we have t2 equals negative 1 minus I. Now the next thing we are going to do is to go back to the other quadratic equation, this one here. You need to solve this one and find the value of t3 and t4. So let's copy it down here. We have t squared. This time around we are having minus 2t plus 2, and this equals 0. So we are going to solve this quadratic equation still using the same formula method. We have t equals negative b plus or minus square root of, this is b squared minus 4 times ac divided by 2 times a. And the coefficient of t squared here is our a. The coefficient of t is our b, and this is our c, which is 2. So our b here is negative 2. Now from here we are going to have t equals, this is negative b, and our b itself is negative 2. So we are going to have negative times negative 2 plus or minus square root of b squared, this is negative 2 power 2 minus 4 times a times c, that is 2. And everything right here is divided by 2 times 1. So from here we are going to have t equals, this is 2 plus or minus square root of, this is 4 minus 8 divided by 2. So from here we are going to have t equals 2 plus or minus square root of 4 minus 8 is negative 4 divided by 2. So from here we have t equals 2 plus or minus, there's minus here, we have square root of negative 1 times square root of 4 divided by 2. So from here we have t equals 2 plus or minus square root of negative 1 is I. We have I times square root of 4 is 2 divided by 2. So from here we have t equals, we divide everything by this 2. That means we are going to have 2 eliminates 2 eliminates 2. We have 1 plus or minus I. So we are having two different solutions for t right now. We have t3 equals 1 plus I, and we have t4 equals 1 minus I. So in all we are having 4 different solutions for t. We have t1, t2, t3 and t4. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. I believe you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Thank you and goodbye.